Get home and warm. And that's Richard Boyd Barrett from the People from Popular Rhymes has asked to say a few words.
I was just interviewed on 98 FM, and you won't believe the question that the guy, the presenter, asked me. He said, in protesting out here tonight, in condemning the government's budget and the IMF austerity package, he said, what economic qualifications have you got? What economic qualifications have we got? Are these people for real? I mean, for the last 2 years, every single thing that they have said has been wrong. Every single thing that their experts have told us has made the situation worse, not better. There are more people unemployed. There's more economic stagnation. There are more people who are being threatened with their houses being repossessed. There are more people homeless on the streets. There are more people being plunged into poverty. And they dare to ask us what qualifications we have. Don't they understand anything? That society is about people, and we know what we need. We don't need their hedge funds. We don't need their banks. We don't need their economic theories. We don't need their greed, their speculation, their bondholders. We need jobs. We need roofs over our heads. We need hospitals where people are looked after. We need schools where our kids are educated. We need universities where you can go even if you don't have money. We need a society where everybody has a say. That's what it's about. You don't need to be an expert. And we have to break that idea that our fellows or these experts know anything at all. All they know how to do is justify their own greed, their own excessive salaries, and their own stupidity. And let us just say, in case it isn't clear, the next time they say, we haven't got a worked out strategy. It's all very well to say what you're against, but you don't know what you're for. But I think we know exactly what we're for. We're saying, burn the bondholders. Yes, bankers and speculators who have wrecked our economy, who are wrecking the European economy. Let them pay for the crisis that they created. We're saying tax the wealthy, tax the rich. Don't believe the lie there is no money. There are hundreds of billions in accumulated wealth in the hands of a tiny minority. Even a 5% tax on the wealth in this country would do away with the need for all the cuts they have inflicted on poor people, on average income families, on working families, the attacks on our community services. And what about our natural resources? 500 billion worth of gas off the west coast of this country, given away to multinationals for nothing. For nothing. We will not get a single penny on it. So we say, tear up the deal with Shell. Tear up the deal with multinationals. Take those resources back into public ownership. this country back working and to have justice for ordinary people. Well, let me just say this, if we're going to achieve that programme, we have to organise. It can't be just one demonstration, and there are a few things that we have to do. If you're a trade union member, you have to go back to your trade union branch and you have to say to your fellow members that the day when some guy with a suit and tie comes out from the union headquarters and tells you what to do, that that day is over. That day is over. They are unions and we must take them back. Do not defer to people in suits. You are their bosses. You pay the union subs. It's your organisation. You have to organise the action. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Not from this platform, not from any platform. You have to organise. If there's something being caused in your area, a hospital, a community service, don't wait for the elections. Don't wait for anybody else to do it for you. Get organised. Organise a meeting. Get a petition. Organise a protest. Physically defend, surround your community services and defend them against the vultures who want to destroy them. You have to do it. You are the leadership. If you're in a student union or in a school, you've got to organise walkouts, marches, mass meetings, give voice to ordinary people to get organised and to join the International Day of Action on December the 17th. And all of that has to build up towards a general strike. We have to organise a strike to bring this country to a standstill. That is the only way we will stop this government in its tracks. And it is also the way we will send a message to the other crowd. Because let's be clear, the government that is coming in is long on rhetoric, long on point scoring against this government, but they plan to do exactly the same. Fine Gael want to asset strip this country. They want to sell off the few remaining public assets to give even more money to their wealthy friends in business and the banks. And sadly, the Labour Party is going to go into government with these people and turn on the working people who support them. So we have to build an alternative to that. So I appeal to you, get organised, get political. We need to drive this political establishment out. We have to put people in our building that will stand up for working people, who will take average industrial earnings and no more, so that our political representatives are in the same position. How can you represent people if you earn 3 or 4 times more than they do? If the people in Dublin were paid average industrial wages, maybe they think twice about attacking the working people they're supposed to represent. Get organised, Bills. You are the leaders. We will drive these people out and we can realise a society of real justice and fairness where there's a future for all of us.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for marching down with us from Parnell Square down to here. It's like the protest's not over yet. We're going to stay here for a little while because those gates might open yet and the black Mercedes might, come out and they might, try and get home or whatever. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming. We've got a protest here, 1 o'clock Thursday, when they're voting for the welfare bill. We need to be back here.